Hello viewers, I am extremely happy to welcome you to my channel. I believe that most of you fed up with my series of CCNA videos because I am really exhausted with those videos. But today, let's talk something more interesting than that. Let's talk something more interesting about this cute little bird, Linux. Some of you may feel, why are you suddenly jumping into Linux? What is the need for that? I'll tell you why. Get ready and jump into the video. You can see some list of operating systems here. These are all the well-known popular operating systems available across the globe. Before digging deep into the Linux, you need to know what is operating system and what it does. First of all, apologize me for drawing this ugly diagram. Operating systems are silently doing significant job. I'll tell you how. Operating system is basically acting like a bridge between hardware and software. For example, let me show you. As a human being, I am interacting with a computer hardware. I am typing something in the keyboard and I am able to see the same output over the screen. So there are some communication happened between my keyboard and my monitor and something happened in the background. If there were no operating system, the communication wouldn't have happened and we wouldn't have seen this output. Windows are well known because it is being used in most of the endpoints such as desktops and laptops across the globe. That is why it became more popular. But have you imagined about Linux? Have you imagined about other devices and its operating systems? Though Windows operating systems are preferred for the user PCs, it is not preferred one for the servers because most people will prefer Linux operating system for servers. Apart from the servers, Linux operating systems are deployed in mainframes and some desktops, and it also embedded as an operating system in devices like routers, televisions, video game consoles, and more. You all might know the operating system of smartphones, Android, that even that Android operating system is based on the Linux kernel. I have told you a while ago that an operating system is responsible for bridging the hardwares and softwares. So the kernel is nothing but it is like a heart and the core part of the operating system which is residing inside the OS and which is responsible for all the operations taken by the operating systems. I can list out a lot more advantages of Linux operating systems and Linux kernel. I will say um, actually the Linux kernel is considered as most secure kernel than other OS kernels and it had many vulnerabilities in past. Nowadays the vulnerabilities present in the Linux kernel reduced. Also Linux kernel is less susceptible to the malware compared with the Windows operating system and its kernel. Linux is robust and more powerful, that is why it is being preferred in the server operating systems. If you are learning cloud like AWS, Azure, and if you are working with the cloud instances, you would have seen most of the cloud instances are built based on Linux operating systems. So Linux is everywhere, so it is really worth to learn Linux. Another beauty of Linux operating system is it is completely free. Anyone can download and modify the source code of this Linux operating system. And this operating system was developed by Linus Torvalds. His aim was to create a free operating system kernel, and this Linux kernel is listed under GNU General Public License. That is why anyone can able to download and modify its source code. So some companies took the Linux kernel source code and they used the Linux kernel along with their own softwares and libraries and they build their own operating systems. Currently we have n number of Linux distributions across the globe. Out of those Linux distributions, few distributions got more familiar. I'll tell you about a cloud provider, they provide free Linux instances for first 2 months. Let's move on to that. The cloud provider name is Linode. You can see this nice user interface. Sign up here and create your own account. For the registration, you need to give the credit card details, but they will not charge unless you use the instance. As I said earlier, you will be getting free $100 credits while you log in for the first time. So you can use it for first 2 months. So in first 2 months, you can learn lot of things in Linux. I am starting my Linode. You can simply click and add a Linode, which will create you a Linux instance, which is very simple. You have to choose the distribution. These are all various Linux distributions which is very popular. Most of you should have aware about Ubuntu. So I am launching a simple Ubuntu operating system. So I am simply launching Ubuntu and region. I choose the region nearby me. So I am choosing a small Linode which cost around $5 per month, which is fixed one. So $5 is not a big deal for many of us. So it supports up to 1 GB RAM. It performs 1 GB RAM operations, and the storage will be 25 GBs, and it has one CPU core. Now everything is ready. It is really simple. You can give name for your Linode. And you can also give the password, root password for that particular instance. This will be your administrator password. You can also enable backup, but it costs $2 per month. So even if you lost your instance, your backup will be available. You will be able to restore it. It literally takes few seconds to create a Linux server for me. So I got my public IP. It is now booting. So once I launch this instance, I'll be able to take the control of this instance from anywhere at any time. Now my Ubuntu Linux instance has started. It is currently running on the cloud. I can able to log in from anywhere. Like we have administrator in Windows. Root is actually a super user for every Linux instance. Yeah, it literally takes few minutes to launch my own Linux machine. So you will be able to work with these machines for 2 months. So it will be completely free. They won't be charging anything. If you don't want to share your card details to anyone, then I'll share you another way. If you have your own Windows laptop, you will be able to run the Linux machine on your Windows laptop itself. Windows is providing an impressive feature called Windows Subsystem for Linux. So without having any hypervisors like VMware, you will be able to run the Linux machine on a Windows machine. So Windows Subsystem feature will be helpful to do that. So Windows Subsystem for Linux feature has to be enabled in order to do that. No need to worry. I'll be sharing the details to establish the Linux machine on your Windows laptop. I'll be putting the links in the description. You can refer it anytime. But it is time to walk through the Linux operating systems we created, and I'll tell you a few basic commands to know about this particular Linux instance. let's see the details about this particular machine. You have to give the command uname. It will show what kind of instance, what kind of system it is. It is a Linux instance, so it is showing. Also, you can view these details in detail when you add the flag -a. It will show the entire detail including the kernel version, kernel distribution, name, everything. As a beginner, the Linux operating systems might be little difficult to use compared to Windows. So, but we can overcome that. There are some ways to overcome. If you are typing some commands and you got stuck with that command, I'll suggest you a few things. You can follow up and you can grab the details from those guides. Now I used this uname command and I gave -a to show all the details. So if you don't know what flag to use in that place, you can simply give -help, then it will show you the list of flags that you can use in that place. So I gave -a, it shown me all the details about that particular machine. So likewise, you can also use -s, -n, -r to see the kernel release and -v to see the kernel version. So let me show you one thing. It showed me the kernel version details. It is Ubuntu SMP. SMP is it's a single multiprocessing. Excuse me, symmetric multiprocessing. So the equivalent to -help command, you can use the command called man before the actual command. If I give man space the actual command, it will show all the available options and its explanation. The man is like a directory which will contain the information about all the commands. It shows why the flag is actually being used. It will be more helpful, right? So let's walk through some other commands. In Windows, we use a term called folder, which is used to group the set of data, but here the same is called as a term directory. So everything in Linux is either file or directory. It may be a configuration or it may be a process, it may be an operating system. Everything is located as a file. Everything is placed as a file and it is located inside a directory. Let me show my present working directory. pwd is the command to know your present working directory. I am in my root directory, which is the default home directory for the root user. I am the super admin now. I can do anything I want. I need to know who am I. I am typing the same. Who am I? And it is giving my name. In Windows, we use command called ipconfig. But here we use the command called ifconfig to know about the network interface card details. It shows the available network interface card, my loopback interface and my actual local interface. You may use command clear to clear the entire screen and moves your cursor to the top. Similar to ifconfig, you can also use ipaddr command, which will show you the interface details. Same as Windows, let me give netstart command. It gives the current network connections which is being established. When you type SS, it will show the present network sockets. So here you can see local address, peer address. It will show currently established connections. So the connection established from my source IP to the Linux instance. when it comes to any machine, utilization is a big deal. So we have to monitor the utilization of every system. So in order to do that, I am using a simple command called ps process. So it will show the current process which is established by the user. Also, there is another command. Use the command ps-ef. It shows all the processes initiated by the system. And also one more command we can use during some emergency situation. If you want to see which process is utilizing or consuming the more space, you can simply use the command top to view the most utilized process. Commands that I have explained you so far displayed some static informations. Now let me share you a command which will be helping you to view some variables. Type command env environment. It will show you some terminology, some parameters. You can note down this parameter. These are all the variables. So it will be varying every time. So for example, you can take the parameter called user. It is a variable. So which is the value for this variable? I am currently logged in as a root user. So this variable is tagged with the value root. So in order to view that particular variable value, use the command dollar and that particular environment variable user. So I need to use echo in front of this command. It shows me the user. The echo is a command which is used to display the output that we are adding subsequently. Echo, it is a command to display the input that we are giving subsequent to the command. Let me show you one more environment variable. Use dollar symbol in front of the variable while using it with echo. So when I checked the home environment variable, it is showing me my home directory. I logged in as root, that is why it is showing my root home directory. Otherwise, it would have shown my default home directory. Somehow we managed to start our Linux study. As I told earlier, Linux is everywhere. Since most of the servers are running on Linux, even ethical hackers, pen testers, they are all using Linux and they know the importance of the Linux. So you need not to hesitate to learn Linux. If you have an idea to learn Linux and start it today, start it now. This is just a first video of my Linux series. There are a lot more to come. If you do like my video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing my channel and press the bell icon without fail so that you will be getting notified whenever I am posting the video. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in next video. Bye.